right, so our next topic today is going to be none other than the Comic-Con at Home panel. Again, we have actually gotten some. I don't know. I've been asking ever since news came out about the Comic-Con at Home panels and the virtual event that they're doing because San Diego Comic-Con had to be canceled due to the shutdowns everywhere and just public safety and whatnot. Everyone knows about that, but I've been asking since day one, and you've heard on the show, what are they even going to have on here? And the most recent announcements we had over the last couple of weeks that it was Disney and Marvel. They were going to show, come on and be a part of it in some capacity. And then we went over that and the things that they were adding to it. I thought was kind of not necessarily lame by any means, but it was kind of lackluster. We gave kind of benefit of doubt that kind of all these studios, they haven't been able to work on anything as it is. So, that being said, my main concern with this Comic-Con at Home event was just what is anyone who is going to be a part of it, what are they even going to be able to show, just because so much of production has been shut down on so many things that even could have been presented at Comic-Con. So all that being said, the most recent news that we've gotten, Rick, is that Amazon has joined the virtual Comic-Con event. Now Amazon is obviously huge, and I mean they got some stuff coming out. They just dropped the trailer for The Boys season 2, so that's coming out here in September. That's probably the most thing that I'm looking forward to as far as Amazon products come out, other than all the shit I order from them on Amazon Prime. But
it's addictive.
Yeah, I mean, as far as their video stuff goes, I mean, did you watch The Boys, by the way?
I saw a little bit of it, but
dude, you gotta watch The Boys.
I saw I think 2 episodes.
Yeah, you gotta watch it.
It was pretty good.
That show's awesome. I'm super
the concept of it.
It's really good. It's really, really good. But so Amazon's joining it though, and they're gonna have The Boys, obviously. Upload, Truth Seekers, Utopia. I haven't watched any of the latter there. I've only watched The Boys. But that being said, it's not just Amazon that Amazon joining it is not the only bit of news we have. We actually got the lineup. So Comic-Con at Home event, the full lineup has been released here, which is about time. Because like I said, Rick, ever since this got announced, I've just been wondering what the hell they're even going to do and if it's even going to be worth it for them to even go through all the hassle. Because
that's what I'm saying.
They're going to put on this huge event, but if all you're going to have is, Phineas and Ferb from Disney, no offense to Phineas and Ferb, but is that enough for a Comic-Con event? I don't think so. I
don't talk shit about Phineas and Ferb.
Say what I want about Phineas and Ferb, dude. It's I'm not trashing it. That Phineas and Ferb, in all honesty, it came out during a time period that that was just shit that I was not into.
Yeah, really.
I was too old for it when that came out.
Oh,
I mean, I know nothing about it. I've seen it, but I didn't like it. But I was also, again, I was far outside the demographic. So
I don't know. It seems like something you might be into.
No, not at all. So let's go over some of this stuff that we actually got some news on now of what this kind of lineup's going to be. So we got a Trekverse panel from CBS All Access, so your Star Trek stuff. So they're going to have a Q&A and some things like that about some of the Star Trek shows coming out, which is, I mean, that's good for Star Trek fans, obviously. That at least gives them something. I don't know what Solar Opposites is, but that's coming out there. Cartoon Network Studios First Look, which would be this guy, Cartoon Network was awesome back in the day.
That was the best cartoon show.
I mean, what I've been craving for, dude, I've said for the longest time, they didn't make a live action. I had an idea for this. It would have been a dark, weird Elseworlds take on it, but a live action Powerpuff Girls.
That would be interesting.
Really good, dude.
It was
him and Mojo Jojo. Him in particular, but
him was
Mojo Jojo was a great villain, but him, dude. Every time he came on screen, man, weird ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
Weird, and
I liked it. I thought it was really
I had an idea. Let me pitch this to you. I had an idea for a Powerpuff Girls movie that was going to be it would be shot as a docu-series kind of thing. So The Office, right?
Yeah.
So it would be the Powerpuff Girls have grown up now, right? So they're adults, and they're explaining and going back and talking about all these events that happened. So fighting Mojo Jojo and stuff, So as they're talking about it and all the shit that they've gone through and stuff, and how this affected them, because it's honestly kind of fucking dark, the show.
It really
is. The professor literally does science experiments on his children to make them superheroes. So these little girls have to go out and save the fucking world. Like, it's honestly kind of fucking dark. Like,
Yeah, in a
it's
way.
kind of fucked up. Like, you just kind of brush it off, but it's kind of like it's kind of bad.
Kind of.
But so like the series would have been like it would have been them like kind of talking about it, right? And like maybe they don't talk to each other anymore, or whatever. This was just one passing thought I had back in the. But then like you get to go and relive like the fights between them as they're telling the story, but it's mainly like shot as like the docudrama kind of thing. But in the end of it, like him would have like resurrected, came back to some capacity, and like they would have had to like team back up, take
as,
down
like,
him
part of the
again.
series.
Yeah. So like I don't know, that was like kind of my idea. But they like as they were talking, like you would see like they're all like scarred and damaged, from like all the shit they had to go through as kids. And like
Bubbles is like missing an arm.
Yeah, just like
kidding.
weird shit. Like I thought it would have been like a really cool like I don't think
That's a dark take on the Powerpuff Girls.
but it's already dark. You know what I mean? That's the thing that like no
Yeah.
one wants. That's the thing. It's on Cartoon Network and it's supposed to be like a happy-go-lucky show. So I don't really think that they would have allowed me to do this. They wouldn't let me do it anyway because I'm not like a.
Are you talking like an R-rated version?
Yeah, it would have been fucked up. Like I would have made it like purposely fucked up.
Yeah.
Like because I mean it's a fucked up show.
It really
Like
is.
in reality, like you like him, man.
Like, yeah, just that character.
Like him alone is weird as shit. Like I think because then they had the episode where there were like I forget what they were called, but there were the Powerpuff Boys, we'll call them. Remember?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like also fucked up.
Yeah.
Like now there's I don't know. I want to make that movie still to this day. But
or like what was the purple Powerpuff Girl that they made and she was like not quite right?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
dude.
that was messed up.
But that's what I'm saying. The show is actually kind of messed up when you really look at it.
Yeah.
So I like it would be a really interesting thing to go back and like do. Like I don't know. I think it would be. But anyway, I was disappointed to see that there's no news on that or Dexter's Laboratory, which was also like the best.
That was like my favorite one.
And then Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Also a great show.
Those were the best shows. And then Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo was good.
Johnny Bravo was good, dude.
I think Dexter was my favorite, but Courage, man, that show was also.
Dexter was
quite
my
fucked
favorite
up.
for sure, but Courage was also fucked up. Man.
Oh yeah,
Like,
that was super dark.
And then they had the Justice Friends or whatever their name was. You remember? You don't remember in Dexter?
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Hal, and he's like shredding his guitar or whatever. I think his name was like, I don't know.
No,
But
like the fake Hulk and
yeah. Dexter's Lab was great, dude. And I was that and Powerpuff Girls. I'm like super shocked we haven't got some sort of live action retelling. That and like Samurai Jack too. You think that would have been done? In, like,
that would have been good.
Some sort of live action adaptation. But like I don't know. Like I'm actually like waiting for Cartoon Network to actually jump on the train of like doing some live action stuff of their properties because like of all the ones I just mentioned, maybe not Courage, but like you could have a live action Johnny Bravo and
That'd be weird.
Dexter's Lab and like all those things. Like you could have it all and it'd be great. Like Dexter's Lab, there was so much stuff you could do with Dexter's Lab.
Oh
dude.
yeah,
There's so many episodes with.
I loved like how mint his lab was too. It was just
great,
fucking huge.
And then Mandark, dude.
Mandark, yeah.
Or Mandork.
Mandork, yeah.
I love
Dee.
I loved the episode where they took over the Mount Rushmore.
Oh yeah,
Remember that shit? But then Dexter went and like became Abraham Lincoln, and I like made him come up from the monument. Like that was a good fucking episode.
I remember like there was a point in time where they got like lost in Dexter's lab, and it turned into like Blade Runner, just like this crazy old like cityscape.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Then the dude's closet, like
right. That's a great show,
Yeah,
dude. I love that show.
that was cool.
But anyway, off the Cartoon Network train. So they're going to be there, and none of the shit we just mentioned is anything they're even talking about. But Ben 10 and is really the only thing that I even know of on here. I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna
Ben
say I
10
don't
movie.
recognize anything.
I never
else.
really watched Ben 10 though. I never got into it. But then another 20th Century Fox thing, which I'm kind of like shocked about. There's like any 20th Century Fox anything because Disney bought them out. So I guess these are all like things that maybe were already in production. This Duncanville show has Amy Poehler, Ty Burrell, Ricky Lindholm, but then blah 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 blah, Rashida Jones and Wiz Khalifa.
Interesting. Wiz Khalifa.
I saw Wiz Khalifa and Amy Poehler. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. That might be interesting. Then the Amazon Truth Seekers panel. Not sure what. I haven't seen that either, but it's got Simon Pegg and Nick Frost in it. So they're great. I love everything Simon Pegg and Nick Frost do. So I might actually have to check that out. This is actually the first I've heard anything about it. You heard of this before?
I have not.
Yeah.
I have not.
Then his Dark Materials panel, which I guess they're doing a season 2 of that. Yeah. Did you ever watch that?
No.
I just watched a couple episodes of it, and I never cared
What's
for
the
it.
premise?
It's the Golden Compass thing.
Oh,
You know, with like the thing. You know what the thing I hated about it is, and this is even a thing from the books too. The writer of the book, he has come out and said this. So the little animals that like follow you around, right?
yeah.
They're called demons, but they're spelled daemon. It's spelled Daemon. That's daemon.
Yeah, Damon's.
Like daemon. It's not demon.
No.
And like the dude has even came out and said like, no, it's pronounced demon. It's like, but they're not fucking demons, dude. It's spelled daemon.
Yeah.
Like, they're called daemons. Like
Some Damons.
how you a writer and you would come out if you want them to be called demons, call them like spell it.
Yeah, take the A out.
And I don't know why that's obviously something stupid, but it's just always bothered me. Like, and it always made me think of the Whitechapel song "Daemon." So I always knew how I've always known how it was pronounced.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I hear Phil, whatever, fucking just screaming it all the
Phil
time.
Bozeman.
You know. But anyway, that's a great fucking song.
Yeah.
But so that's coming out. Then another the Marvel 616 thing, which I don't know, it seems kind of lackluster. Utopia, Upload, The Boys, which is
The Boys.
that's always the thing is too with this panel. Like, I don't know what more we're gonna really learn from this. They've already started dropping all the trailers and stuff. And when does this even drop? When is this release date? So the event takes place on July 22nd to 26th. So I guess we'll be able to learn. It won't be out till September. Boys season 2, I believe. So I don't know. I'll probably watch that. Superstore. The Blacklist draws on animation to complete season 7 amid COVID NBC. Okay. I don't. Close Enough. Cartoon Network. HBO Max. Okay. Van Helsing on Sci-Fi. I guess they made a Van Helsing TV series.
Yeah, that's interesting.
What else? Yeah, here. Cartoon Network Studios Collection. This thing too, like, you think there's a lot of this stuff would be just happening at DC Fandom.
Yeah.
This Cartoon Network, HBO Max stuff. I wonder if they're going to do anything there with that. Okay. Adventure Time. Did you ever watch Adventure Time?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I never watched it. I never cared for
it. It was really goofy, but
I never cared for it. Like,
yeah.
I never really tried to sit down and watch it, but I didn't like the animation style.
Yeah.
And it just seemed like
pretty funny. But
you know what part of it was too, for whatever reason, it reminded me of Minecraft.
Oh, yeah.
And I hate Minecraft.
I can see
even though it looks nothing like it's just the aesthetic of it to some capacity just made me think of Minecraft.
I can see
I was
that.
just like, but I kind of like I lost interest in a lot of the like over the top, in your face kind of like humor like that, like South Park and stuff. Like, not to be like I like sophistication with my humor. It's just it just lost its effect on me. Like I no longer found myself laughing out loud at obvious jokes.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? So I don't know. That's just what the show always seemed like to me. It was just kind of like an in your face kind of like this is funny. Like,
it's hard for me to laugh at those shows. Yeah, it's like forced on you.
Yeah, exactly. Like it might not be like that. So if you like it, I'm great, and I'm sure you'll be happy to know about this panel that's coming up. So, Games, a look back to what?
No, nothing. I forgot that it was like the BMO thing. Yeah,
the BMO thing.
BMO, the character from Adventure Time. Yeah,
right. Collider, Don't Look Deeper panel about Quibi. I'm surprised that's not done yet.
Yeah.
I literally thought I heard something about that like being shut down already.
Really?
Yeah.
I always see advertisements for it.
I don't know. Infinity Train, another Cartoon Net. Is this a Cartoon Network event?
Right?
They're popping off here, dude.
They've got Adult Swim down there too.
That's what I'm saying. Like Cartoon Network is popping off at this Comic-Con.
Good for them though.
And that's kind of my point too. Like I said back when this got announced a while ago, I said like one of the benefits of having this event is a lot of these like lesser known things that may not necessarily have had a chance to actually showcase things at San Diego Comic-Con will actually get a chance now. You know what I mean? Because like normally everything's filled up, all the panels, everything are all filled up with like your big name stuff. You know what I mean? And they ain't really. I mean, we've gone through the list, and I feel like so far, The Boys is the biggest name thing here.
Yeah, it's
like,
kind of weird.
You know? And then like Walking Dead is on here as well, so I guess you could make an argument that that's big, and then Fear the Walking Dead. But I mean, I feel like I don't think anybody really talks about that show like they used to it these days. I mean,
Yeah.
I stopped watching that show. And then now, so there's 3 Walking Dead panels, one for Fear the Walking Dead, one for The Walking Dead, and then The Walking Dead World Beyond.
I thought The Walking Dead got really old really quick.
I don't know what this is. Are they making another show?
It looks like it. Yeah, the new series. What it says.
Man, dude. Whatever. Okay, here we
Peacock.
go. Peacock's back in action.
Thank God.
I don't know what that is, but it's got Famke Janssen in it, old Jean Grey herself,
Yeah.
and Ron Perlman.
Oh,
Interesting. Okay.
the original Hellboy.
Yeah. Which, dude, I was really excited for David Harbour as Hellboy. Like, he looked fucking great.
Yeah,
Like, he looked great.
It bombed though, didn't it?
Yeah, that movie, like, dude, they fucked that movie over. It was another one of those, at least the rumors go, like, there was a lot of studio interference with the director.
Yeah.
A lot.
Sounds like that fucked stuff up.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
More HBO Max. So Robot Chicken, Samurai Jack?
Robot Chicken.
Yeah, Robot Chicken, Samurai Jack.
It's on Cartoon Network.
That's what I'm saying.
HBO, man, that's weird.
Hellstrom, a Marvel Television, ABC Singers. I don't know. I'm not familiar with what that is.
No.
Bob's Burgers, never watched it. Never got into it. Crossing Swords. Archer. I know a lot of people love Archer, so there you go. A Zoom with Joss Whedon. I wonder if he'll comment. Dude, I guarantee if he does a Q&A, somebody's
gonna bring it up.
Somebody's gonna be like, "What's up with that cyborg shit?"
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
What's Ray Fisher saying?
Throw him under the
Is there
bus.
any comments on that?
Seriously,
He's just gonna say no comment.
Yeah.
That's just what I can tell you right now.
My lawyers have
no
advised me
comment.
not to say anything.
They've already said that the people have reached out for him and his representation, and they have no comment.
Yeah.
Unboxing Pandora season 2, so a CW thing. I don't really watch anything on CW anymore.
Okay.
TZGZ's adult animated originals on Sci-Fi. Okay, Saturday. So on Saturday we got some Simpsons. American Dad, Bless the Hearts. Not sure what that is. The Right Stuff and Family Guy. So this is Fox popping off here.
Yeah.
Stumptown. So that's not Fox, but okay. Oh man, What We Do in the Shadows. Did you ever watch that movie, by the way?
No.
Dude, you need to watch that movie. The show, I've only watched a couple episodes of it, but dude, the movie is amazing.
Yeah.
The movie's fucking awesome. Sunday we move into Hoops Next or NEXT. Looney Tunes cartoons. Dude, I'm telling you, man, cartoons.
Crazy.
Warner Bros. They are popping off here. A conversation with Nathan Fillion. Nathan Fillion's great. Everyone loves Nathan Fillion. And he gets special appearances with Alan Tudyk, so that's nice. Okay. TBAs, but they're announced right now.
I know they're like announcing it. But
what does that mean? To be announcement of the star and the executive producer of the Goldbergs. Okay, on film. So we haven't even got to film. Look at that. There's no film. Like everything.
Yeah.
I guess everything that we went through was just like TV stuff.
Yeah.
So Charlize Theron's doing a panel. I guess that's kind of cool.
Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah, there we go. Hold the phone. Antlers. Have you seen the trailer for Antlers?
I have not.
Watch it. It's Guillermo del Toro produced a horror movie. It looks it looks good. It looks really good.
He's a good director.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah, for sure. And then some Bill and Ted stuff.
A lot of film stuff going on there.
No, and this goes to show you that like I was fucking right, dude. Like there's like, not that none of this stuff is good. There's actually a lot of stuff that we went through on here, and I got this on Deadline, by the way. So if you want to go look it up, that's where I found the full announcement. But there wasn't a lot of stuff on here that was like super. Some stuff surprised me.
Yeah.
Like I didn't like. It's like I said, dude. I can almost guarantee a ton of this shit would not have anything to do with Comic-Con had it not been canceled. I can almost guarantee it. Like some of it would still be there, I'm sure, but like I can almost guarantee a lot of it is really, which is a good thing. Like a lot of it's actually getting a place. It's getting a spotlight on it now because of this event that it necessarily wouldn't have gotten,
True.
otherwise.
True.
So I think that's kind of the silver lining with Comic-Con getting canceled and them doing this event is that a lot of those smaller things are actually getting some time to shine, getting some spotlight on, getting some good marketing for it. Because I mean, that's all this shit is, just marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the only reason this stuff even The only reason anybody goes, like any of the big studios and stuff, go and do any of this
Yeah,
stuff
it's
is just to market their
marketing
product.
and advertising.
Yeah. But yeah, so like, yeah, only 4 movie things. So, I mean, that just goes to show you
Nothing
that,
too
like,
big sounding either. I mean, outside of like Bill and Ted, but
which isn't gonna be a fucking big movie.
that's not.
Like, I can, Bill and Ted's another one. Antlers was like, if I remember correctly, was just announced recently to even be joining this.
Yeah.
So, like, they just threw that on there. Oh, yeah, because the time is to be announced on it. So this was a pretty much a last. I'm sure they're gonna be taking, I don't know, almost anybody they can get to keep adding to this stuff. I can almost guarantee they're gonna keep doing it. This is on your birthday.
Yeah,
That's it.
Sure
You can
is.
hang out with Charlize Theron on your b-day.
I would love that.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'd be on board with that. So, yeah, I don't know. So what do you think, what are your overall thoughts, as we actually gotten some information about what actually is gonna be shown there? You think that's good? You think it is
Yeah, I
compelling?
mean, it's as good as it's gonna get, you know? It's
Or
not
is
as,
it?
like, stacked as it typically is, I feel like.
Well, no, that's the thing. Like, normally, like, dude, that's what I'm saying. Normally, we'd be getting, like, the first look at the Batman,
Yeah.
the trailer. That's not even fucking on
Yeah, it's
here.
not even on the list.
But that's what I'm telling you. That's why that DC fandom event, dude, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Because,
When is
like,
that?
I forget. I don't know if they actually have a release date for it. But that was, what I was saying, before, like, it's August 22nd.
Okay.
I don't know if they're, and because this is just at the end of this month in July,
Yeah.
the
The
other
other
one.
one's a ways away.
Yeah, so that was kinda like my point with, like, DC, and I brought it up before with DC doing their own event now. Are they even gonna be a part of the Comic-Con panel? And it looks like no.
Yeah.
They're not giving
There
them
wasn't
anything to do.
anything, yeah.
Exactly, and, like, it's kinda not that Marvel has their own thing going on really either, because like, they normally would've showcased a lot of stuff at D23 because they've kinda pulled out of Comic-Con already because of D23. So, they normally show some stuff there, but not all the time, not in the last couple of years. They haven't had, like, they've had, like, 1 or 2 panels, I think, in the last couple of years, as opposed to going like, they haven't gone big dick. Yeah, they've just been
It's a good way to put it.
yeah. So, I don't know. I can, like, I'm curious to see this, like, this is kinda like the litmus test to see
Yeah.
how this virtual event like this can even go. I'm definitely more interested in the DC one more than I am in this one, not because of just, well, mainly probably just because of the content in all reality.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
not there's a lot
You're a
of
huge
stuff.
DC fan.
Yeah, and, like, yeah, I'm definitely a huge DC fan, so I'm a bit biased, but I mean, even if you took the DC stuff out of it, I don't really necessarily think there's a whole lot going on at that Comic-Con event that I find too interesting to hold its own event for, in all honesty.
It's just weird as shit nowadays with this COVID stuff going on that, like, it comes to this, you know,
Mhm.
like, virtual events, and I mean, at least you're still getting something.
Yeah, at least you're getting something, and it's better than them fucking going on with the event anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I mean,
'Cause
that's
that'd be
yeah, I
bad.
mean, that's worse. Like, I'd rather have the event be virtual and, like, it's like I said, I'm just worried that they're gonna be, I don't want them to have to go through, not that I care, I'm not a part of the, like, I'm not commissioned or paid by any of these companies, but it's just, I'm worried about the effort and concern, like, or I'm concerned with the effort they're putting into it, and that it's not gonna be all that great, and they've put all this
Yeah.
effort and time into getting
That's
it,
what I
like,
think.
done, but if it doesn't perform well, then because there's just not a lot of stuff there that people are interested in, we'll say, then it's just gonna hurt it going forward. Like, it'll hurt because, like, I would like to see in the future, like, when Comic-Con can just go on about its business normally, I would like to see them having a virtual event going on in tangent with the actual Comic-Con event in San Diego.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's been one thing that, like, people have kinda debated over the years, is whether or not they should just live stream all the panels and everything, and aside from all the work that's involved into doing that, just, like, bandwidth and just having the setup and the
Yeah, there's a
capability
lot
of
to
even doing it, it's also, I think the biggest argument for not wanting to do it, other than logistics, is the fact that it's supposed to be an event for the people who are there, which
Yeah.
I support that, but kinda like I said before, any, like, new trailer or footage they drop, 95% of the time, we'll say, is dropped on YouTube, if not right then, the next day.
Oh, yeah, for
Like,
sure.
they save some, like, things, that never get released, but it's really kind of few and far between that, like, the stuff they show at Comic-Con doesn't come out in some
Yeah,
capacity.
yeah.
So, like, the panels and everything, I could see them being, like, a special, experience to everybody who's there and them not wanting to live stream it, but at the same time, I kinda would like to see, like, I'd like to the Comic-Con, logistically speaking, is a very difficult thing to get into, and it's like it's just hard to be there and do things anyway because of just the
Yeah.
capacity of the event.
Well, there's so much that's
So
not gonna happen, like, cosplaying, which is, like, a huge part of Comic-Con, and none of,
right.
like, the vendors or anything like that.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, and that's the one thing that when I go to cons, I granted, I haven't been to San Diego Comic-Con, so there's never, like, a huge panel there that, like, I would be interested in seeing at, like, the cons that come around here.
Yeah.
But, like, when I go to it, I like walking the floor. I like
Oh,
just
that's, like
seeing I
yeah.
like seeing the cosplays, I like looking at the statues, I like looking at the action figures. That's why I like to go.
Yeah.
Like, I don't go to get the autographs from people, I don't really go for the panels. It's cool to see, like, the stars there, but, I went and, we met Sean Schemmel.
Oh,
I mean, that because Ada wanted to meet him, so
yeah,
we went and got a
that's cool.
picture taken with him, and, like, that was, like, it. Like, I mean, it's cool, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know, I've never been one who really found it too compelling just to go up and, like
I think it defeats the purpose of meeting a celebrity if you have to, 1, pay them money for their autograph or a picture, and it's so set up and artificial.
that's the thing, I don't mind paying them, like, to do that, like, you should have to pay them. They're taking time out of their schedule to be there. If
I
you want a picture taken with them, you should pay them,
I'd
and,
rather
like
just, like, run into somebody at, like, an airport. I think that'd
well, yeah,
be more,
exactly.
like, special.
When we were leaving, because I think another time when we were leaving the con, this was around when Suicide Squad was coming out because the girl who played Katana, I forget her name, she's
Oh,
in The Boys. Can't remember her name, like Karen something, Karen Fukuwa. I can't
I
remember.
know
What it is.
what
You
yeah.
know what I'm talking about. But anyway, we were leaving the Comic Con, and Adam Baldwin, uh, Karen, Katana from Suicide Squad, and Ray Park, Darth Maul himself.
You met Ray Park?
Yeah, we were walking
Dude, that's
out and they were
fucking
leaving
sweet.
at the same time. So I was walking right behind Adam Baldwin and he just kind of like went off about his business. And I didn't say anything to him
You talked to
because
Ray
I
Park,
saw
though?
fucking Ray Park there.
Dude, that would've
Yeah.
been, like,
Well, because
super
Ray
awesome.
Park and Karen had the same manager.
Oh, okay.
So like what ended up happening, so they were walking together. So then we stopped Karen because at the time like Haley and Ada were really into like Suicide Squad
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So like she was gonna stop and take a picture with them because we stopped her. But then like her agent, I was like, "Hey, we're Park, what's up, dude?" Like, hey,
That would've been, like
because he was there
was
too.
he cool?
Yeah, he was just nice and smiling.
Yeah.
I didn't like talk to him because
Yeah.
the man
Snake
we didn't
Eyes
even get to
Darth
take the
Maul.
picture because the manager was like, "We gotta go, we don't have time for it." She's and like, but Karen was like super nice and was like, "I'm sorry, I'm
Yeah.
sorry." We
That's
were
cool that you
like,
at least got to, like, say hey, though.
yeah, no, that's the thing. Like, that is, I agree with you. That's more compelling to me about meeting someone because I don't know. I'm just like very socially awkward as well. So like
Yeah,
when
me
it comes
too.
to if I pay to meet like Sean, like when we did that for Sean Schemmel, I was just like, hey man, like
How's it going?
how's it going?
Yeah.
Like I mean, you get like 5 minutes at best with them anyway. They
Oh,
only
yeah.
have time for like the autograph and this, so it's like that's not cool. Like to me, I can't.
It's so set up.
Yeah, it's I don't get any fulfillment out of that myself, and I'm glad they do it, and there are people out there who do get fulfillment out of it.
Yeah.
And like I said, they definitely, yeah, I think a lot of these people they're taking like they're getting paid to be there, and like they should because they are taking time out of their schedule to make all these trips. So like they got to make it financially viable for them because if they weren't getting paid, why the fuck would they be there?
No, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Outside of,
So
like, the advertising and
so yeah, definitely always like if you go to the cons the only thing I would suggest if you go to, like, meet them is just, like, I don't know, be cool. Because a lot of times I know people complain that, like, some people, like, aren't cool or, like, it's like, it's a
you gotta think from their perspective there,
yeah,
too.
it's a long day for them.
Yeah.
Like, and they just gotta, like some people are, like, rude assholes, some people are nice, some people want them to do more than they can, and it's
No,
like,
yeah.
they try to please everybody, and it's like, just be
They're still
respectful.
people.
Yeah, exactly, be respectful. Like, it's like, yeah, I know that you're paying them, but at the same time, it's kind of unreasonable for you to be like,
If
"Could you
you
do my
could
voicemail or something?" Like, can you, like, do this, do that? It's like,
if you could meet anybody at, like, one of those, who would it be?
just to, like, say hey or, like
Yeah, like, to get a picture with them, like, anybody.
I don't I
I'd
don't
do
care.
like
I don't know.
Robert Downey Jr. Like that'd be kind of cool.
See, but that is kind of going back to what we were saying. I'd rather like have a beer with Robert Downey Jr.
No, yeah.
You know, I mean, I
I don't
don't
think he
really.
drinks.
I
But
would get absolutely zero fulfillment,
no, yeah,
like just getting a picture with Robert. I don't care about that.
no.
Like I'd
It's just like, hey, I met him. Here's the proof.
yeah, exactly. It's like I'm not trying to like show that off. Like I don't really
Yeah.
care. Like it'd be cool to meet him.
Well, nowadays, I
Right.
would say like the selfie with a celebrity is bigger than getting like an autograph. You know, like nobody really cares too
Yeah,
much
no one
about
cares
like,
about autographs at all anymore.
yeah.
Yeah. That used to be the big thing. It was like I got their autograph.
I
dude.
got Tony Hawk's autograph when I was younger. I wrote him and he sent me a letter back with an autograph, and it was like, oh my
That'd be
God.
cool.
I still have it, I think.
That's the thing too. Like I don't know. Like I'd rather just be able to like chill. Like because I always feel like pressured to like say something compelling, and I can't say something compelling because I'm just too socially fucking awkward with
Yeah,
it.
you feel like you have
know?
to.
Yeah, and it's like I don't really know what to say. It's just like, oh hey, like even if I ran into something, that's why if like I went to the bar and Robert Downey Jr. was at the bar, I'd be able to talk to him there
Yeah.
because then I could just talk to him like a normal person. I wouldn't feel rushed. You know, I wouldn't be like
It's not people like watching.
yeah, and
over
like
you
90
and-
people behind me or more, just like wanting to do like it's just too much. It's too much for me. It's already complicated enough walking around cons because they're just so fucking crowded as it is. Like you're just like going arm to arm. People are cutting you off. It stinks because nobody knows how to put on deodorant there.
That's what I've
It's
always
just-
heard.
Yeah, it's just a cesspool of just bacteria. It's like a common thing that like it's literally called the Comic-Con flu. Because like half the time when you go there, you get sick. I don't. Like I've never gotten sick at a con. But I haven't been to San Diego Comic-Con, and that's like the one that's known for it.
That's kind of disgusting.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's literally just because like they cram pretty much over capacity people into this thing, so you're arm to arm with people.
Well, think of
like,
how
the
it'd be with
entire way.
coronavirus. COVID.
That's why I'm saying, like, that's why I'm curious to see how the cons are going to be going forward. Like, if they're going to limit capacities on these kind of things, which would make for a much better experience, in my opinion. Or if they just moved like something big like Comic Con, like to like the Vegas Convention Center, that's like twice as big or 3 times as big. Like, fuck, dude, they could get more. They could get more money out of that just because they'd be able to actually sell more tickets.
Yeah.
You know, like, and it just be they have a much better infrastructure for it. But I don't know. All that aside, what do you guys think about the lineup there for the Comic-Con at Home virtual event? Are you kind of like us and you find it like kind of lackluster, but at the same time like positive overall and glad the event's happening? What do you guys think? Just let us know down in the comment section below.